Boom. Look at where we are. We're out the crib, outside. Look at this view. I don't know if you can see the view or if it just looks like I'm in like a Icelandic jail on like a port somewhere. A pirate. It looks like I'm in the bridge. This is the second day trying it. I tried it yesterday. I wanted to go to a beach. I wanted to go to this beach in Dartmouth, but it's 45 minutes away, and by the time I woke up, it was too late. And my car's straight piped, so it really kind of just fucks everybody's morning up when I leave. So I was like, man, you know what? I'll let everyone slide today. I don't want to just be coming out like a fucking black silhouette here, eh? Speaking of which, shout out of the day. One of my buddies I actually just recently found out is like completely profitable. Damn, bro. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Bro, why am I just dark? It's pissing me off a little bit. What if I angled myself different? We might have to switch the angle really quickly. Oh my god. Perfection. Ooh. Beautiful view. 6 a.m. in the morning. So, ended up just going to get a bagel and then getting a shit ton of peanut butter all over myself. And even this morning, went to go get my coffee. And the lady, I thought she gave me such a genuine good morning that when I left, I was like, you enjoy the rest of your day. Silence. I don't think it was actually a genuine good morning. It was a paid one. It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant. You can't hate on a waitress because they're getting paid to be nice. So it's like no matter how much you think she fucks with you, she doesn't fuck with you. But hey, it's like that old saying, right? Stripper has to like someone. Could be you. I will say right now, all weekend I've just been giddy to trade. Extremely excited to trade. I don't know if it's that I'm like stopping to gamble and this is kind of fulfilling the dopamine another way, but ready to get into it. Week one done, right? We did 1 week of trading. We had some highs, we had some lows. Good week trading. In profit on all the accounts. Let's break down some trades. Sucks I can't get like the view in the background because it's like fucking up the background thing. All right. I'm pretty nervous that this video is going to come out really, really laggy, but it's hard to ruin your mood when you're inhaling nicotine and drinking caffeine first thing in the morning with a beautiful view behind you. Although this chair is making me sit up really straight, I'm not fucking with that. We'll start off with the trades that we took last week. Starting off the week, we took a 1-to-1 buy on New Zealand JPY. This trade right here. Start off, we had a 15-minute sweep right here at the low. Go down to the 1 minute. 1 minute break of structure right here. So we had a 1 minute break of structure. Now I'm going to be truthfully honest with you. On some of these trades, I took bad trades. So this one right here, I actually entered way too early because what happened was I logged on. I set my alert for my break of structure on the 1 minute. But then I looked at it on my phone. I was like, oh my God, it's sweeped and rejected off of this order block right here. I mean, this fair value gap right here. So I just entered it, but I entered it early. Luckily, it was just a little preemptive. It wasn't like it was a bad trade in the beginning. And this was a 1 to 1.2. Bang! And that was for a grand total to start our trading journey off, the whole trading journey off with $47.54. Woohoo! Second trade we took, again, was on New Zealand JPY. And it was the following day. Now, New Zealand JPY this week traded us amazing. So we had a sweep of New York lows, very, very, very early 1 minute break of structure, right when the session opened, immediately retraced into the order block, and we took that shit. Now, we did have a scary candle that almost took us out, but that's not going to phase a fucking player like me. 1 minute break of structure, comes back, retraces, rejects off of our fair value gap, and we enter into buys. Watch this shit. And this was for a 2-to-1. Bang. In the session too. That was a quick trade. That was a very quick trade. So now we're on Sunday. Bang. Monday. Bang. So we'll see right there. That was for a grand total of $98.96, bringing our total profit on the week to $147. So we're up 1.4%. Or 14% until we pass phase one. Now, here's where things kind of went downhill a little bit. Wednesday rolls around. No trade on New Zealand JPY. We did get a trade on GBP JPY. We had a break of structure right at the beginning, made this nice fair value gap, and we changed structure before Asian session even opened. You can see right here, we were very much clearly bearish. I would have entered right away at Asian open, right off the first bearish candle we got, and this trade was a 5.6-to-1. Now, I didn't take this because I was sleeping, unfortunately. But this shit wouldn't have even hit anyways. It was low-key would have edged us out. So it would have technically been a loss, but if we're keeping it between me and you, I would have put this shit to break even because I'm a little bit of a wussy. Second trade we would have taken on this day, mind you, remember, I was fast asleep. Nothing on New Zealand JPY. I think I missed another one. There's nothing on UCAD. Yes, this is the other trade we would have took. So we would have taken another short on USD JPY. same deal. Break it. We get a sweep right before the end of New York session. Break a structure during pre-market, leaves us a beautiful fair value gap. We would have entered right off rip as soon as Asian session opens. It rockets up, shows us a rejection candle. We would have entered. This would have been a 7.3, damn near 7.4 to win to 1. So if we'd taken that, we would have risked $50 times 7.39. Damn. $396, $769. And this shit banged too. Look at this. Ooh, big old trade. Big old trade for a big old gangster. Oh, this guy might get mad at me. I can't lie. Because I'm sitting in the back patio here. Those were the 2 trades we missed. Now, Wednesday, we didn't catch anything. So we caught something Sunday, Monday, missed all of our trades on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, I don't think there was anything. We'll check right here, though. All right, so look, we would have had a sweep on Wednesday, but if we go down here, we would have never broken structure. So Asian session, we would have swept our lows. Asian session would have opened. We shoot up, but we don't shoot up high enough. And then we'd never end up coming up to make a bullish change of structure. So it would have been bearish the whole time. No trade entered. No sir. No sorry, Bobby. And then GJ, same deal, I think. Yeah, nothing. No trade. Now Friday rolls around. Not Friday, Thursday. Thursday we take 2 trades. Now I'm going to show you what I did, which was, we'll see how it plays out this week. It was either a big baller move or it was a fucking gambling move. GBP JPY sweep during pre-market. Asian session opens. We get a bullish break of structure. Yippee-doo. We need that. We need that. So we get that. It gives us what we need. We get a nice little fair value gap. Price comes back down, rejects off of it, and we enter it into buys. And this was for a 1.8. Now we don't actually know how this. I don't actually know how this trade plays out because I'm still in it right now. But here's the thing that I did, which was either baller or gangster. I'll give credit where credit's due. I was actually on. I was talking to my buddy Jackson, and Jackson was like, "Look at that shit on the day. That looks green." So I was like, "You're right. I'm gonna enter into 2 positions. One like my regular one. So I'm gonna do just like to New York highs, but I'm also gonna just swing this shit to the high, to the very high. So I put in a second position for a 5.8 to 1 to I'm just gonna like hold this thing to the highs. When I showed you earlier, you're gonna see 2 positions. 2 GJ positions. One's like a regular one, which our take profit I think is only going to be I think it's $100, and then the take profit on this one 300 and something bucks. They're both at break even right now because if we play this shit out to the very end, sometimes when market opens, it can rocket up or down. So I was like, I'm not going to risk that. I'm just not going to risk it. So I put stop loss to break even. So we're either going to rocket up, nail or take profits, or we're going to rocket down and we're going to get stopped out immediately. Number 2, if it rockets up, we're green. Second trade we took to end off the week was on New Zealand JPY. And this one we did the same thing again. It was looking so green on the higher time frame, like the day and the 4 hour. I was like, I'm just going to long this shit to the absolute top. So that's what we did. We put one position to New York highs, and then we put another position, which is a 5.3 all the way to the top on the higher time frame. So we actually did hit take profit 1 on the one to New York highs right here. Now remember last week when I said if it's under a 1-to-1, I just set it to a 1-to-1. I didn't do that. I set it to London highs. So I'm breaking a lot of rules right here, but we don't really care. But this shit slapped. So we went break even right here. Luckily we didn't get stopped out, and then we ended up cashing out right there for a grand total of $50. So I guess it was 1-to-1. I probably closed it early, to be honest. Not too bad. We'll pull up the stats right here. 3 trades, 1, 2, 3. Didn't lose a single one. 100% win rate, leaving us with a grand total of $197 throughout the week. The one on UCAD or whatever it was, the 7 to 7.5 to 1, we would be up about 50% right now on the challenge for phase 1, but we fell asleep. Fuck. So we didn't do a good job. I didn't do a good job. I don't know why I keep saying wait. I didn't do a good job, and it resulted in me missing out on some profit. So we still hit 100%. The whole strategy this week, the only trade you would have lost would have been the GJ one, and even that I would have gone break even on. So you would have had a 100% win rate on this strategy. You would be up about 50% right now, risking 0.5%. I mean, if you risk 5% a trade out of the 1,000, so if you risked $50 a trade, you would be up $500 right now on this FTMO account. But we didn't do that because we fell asleep, so we're only up $200 after risking $5, $500, $50. Fuck, I'm stupid. Strategy 1 complete. There we go. I really hope this isn't laggy. Second strategy we have is our Asian session gold and silver. So first trade we would have taken would have been on silver. We get our sweep of the highs right here. Go down to the 1 minute. We get a beautiful 1 minute change of structure right here. Look at that shit. 1 minute change of structure, leaves behind a beautiful fair value gap. We enter right off of rip. So as soon as we get a rejection candle, we enter. And this was for 3.29. It's the first trade of the week on this challenge. I'm a little scared, to be honest. And it just molests us. It just takes advantage of us. He goes, "Hey buddy, how you doing? It's cold out." And I go, "Yeah, I know." And they go, you look tired. You need to charge your phone or anything?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that would be awesome." And then I go inside, and it's just like the opposite of the Lorax. Like the Lorax is super peaceful and stuff. This is not the Lorax. First trade of the week, and we lost $79.40. So we were in drawdown. You know what that does to someone's soul? First trade on the challenge, and you're bummed out. You're sad. It's not a great way. It's not a great way to start off the week. Next day rolls around. It is Monday. We get a sweep of the lows on silver. We're looking for a redemption arc right here. We get a 1 minute change of structure not right when Asian session opens, but about an hour into it. So we get a sweep of the lows, a change of structure, and a nice fair value gap. Now this is a tight stop loss. Spread got us, and look how respected this was. So we entered into this. Now this was a big trade. Now I kind of fucked up a little bit on this trade because this was a 6-to-1. I accidentally entered, instead of risking $100 a trade, I accidentally risked 400, I think. I entered in on two 200s. So one for 200 for take profit 1, 200 for take profit 2. And here's the stupid thing. I was going to hold it too because I was like, this is low-key green. I'm just going to hold it. Fuck it. It's not even real money. I closed the first position for drawdown. So if you saw, I posted on Instagram, I had like a $600 I won, but I lost 122 because I just fucked it up. But this shit actually banged, absolutely ripped the top. And that was a take profit 1 was $234. Final take profit was $440.55. And then, like I said, we lost $121 because of bad risk management. So we finished this trade with a profit of $553.55. And then we were up about 50%. So I was gassed. Woohoo! We lost the first trade, hit a monster of a trade. I was like, we're up, we're up, we're up. Wait until you see these New York strategies. Oh, mamma mia. Wednesday, massive sweep. We get a massive sweep of the lows. Rejection off of a 1 minute fair value gap, and we enter into the longs. Now, I'm not putting my stop loss all the way down here. That's absurd, obviously. So we put it right down to these lows right here. Doesn't matter. Either way, we would have gotten touched. And we did. We took the same trade on gold, too. We'll break down the gold one a little bit. Same deal. You get a sweep to the lows. We wait for that 1 minute break of structure. We got it. Rejection off of a 1 minute fair value gap, and we entered into longs, as one would. Now, we got touched again. Yeah, right to stop loss. Didn't even get to take profit 1, so that sucked. Now, luckily, we hit such a banger of a trade earlier that we had a lot of wiggle room to play with. So we ended up losing $109.10 on the silver trade, and then $89.05 on the gold trade, meaning that we had a 25% win rate, but still ended up 25% for phase 1. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Not too shabby. We got, on both challenges, we're still in profit. We're still up on the account. We're up 25%. Keeping this pace, now hopefully, God willing, it doesn't stay at this pace. In a month, we would pass phase 1. Now, I'm hoping to get it next week. If the trades show up, you got to remember, you're reacting to what the market shows you. We're not even predicting. The market's going to show you something. If a trade comes up, you take it. That is the number one thing you got to remember when you're trading. Is you got to be very disciplined and not look for a trade. Just react to what the market shows you. All right, we'll switch to the third and final strategy here. The New York gold. Now, this was bad. Monday morning, we caught a win. So we marked out the high, the low of London, waited for market to open. It sweeps to the low. Oh my God. Off rip, breaking the rules. We entered off of not a rejection candle. Remember the one candle I said I wait for, a rejection candle? We entered off of an engulfing candle. Not the worst thing in the world, though, to be honest. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not butthurt about it, but it definitely wasn't following our rules. Luckily, this was a battle, too. This was not like an easy right away. Nothing happened during New York. It wasn't until Asian session that we finally cashed, and that brought us a win of $285.32. Yeah. So started off the week in profit, up about 28% on phase 1. This was an unfortunate one, right? We get the one candle we look for, this rejection candle. We enter 7.5. Remember, we risk 100, so this would have passed the challenge. We would have passed the challenge. Not supposed to happen because it needs another rejection candle, and then it needs to print down to our take profit. Look at that. Needed one more. Look how fucking stupid that is. So we ended up losing $103.31. Fuck, that's dumb. Now here's where things kind of fell apart. There was no trades on Thursday, but Friday we got a little freaky. So we broke a lot of rules on Friday. We took a lot of bad trades. Number one, I said I'm not trading silver because the win rate is so low. Well, a trade showed up on silver the day before where the one that stopped us out on and then had to make another rejection candle and then printed to our take profit. Well, it showed a rejection candle and then absolutely melted to our take profit for a 7-1. So I was like, you know what? Let's give silver another chance. We got a rejection candle after a sweep. Let's try it again. Even though I specifically said I'm not doing that. That's not the kind of person I want to be. Someone who breaks my rules. We broke the rules. We took it, and we got stopped out, and we lost $35. Now, luckily, I was smart, and I didn't risk a lot because I was like, I acknowledge I'm breaking my rules. But here's where I got even worse. I entered again on gold. Gold showed me a rejection right here, and we took it. After the time period where I'm like, I'm not taking them after this time period, I took it anyways. Bad decision making. Bad decision making. Luckily, the trade is absolutely slapping. So we're still in the trade right now, and we're up about $220. I don't know if you can see that. We're up $220. Take profit 1. So this was our break even take profit. This is our take profit 1 because I was like, I'm going to swing this to the lows because I'm that guy. So if this hits, I think this is $90. This is $180. So if we win this, that is $270, which would bring our grand total because we ended the week up $146, again in profit. That's what I'm fucking talking about. We're in profit on all the strategies. Even though we broke the rules, we're still in profit. So if this hits, we'll be up about 40% on the count, 35% give or take. Right now we're up 14%. Little bit of a tip here that I use for risking. If you're kind of seeking the thrill of trading, like the gambling aspect of it, what I do is I use this crypto exchange called Mexi, which allows you to trade gold and silver. It also does it over the weekend, so you can see your chart over the weekend. So I can actually get a sneak peek to see where gold's at right now. Let's see where it's at. All right, so gold's going up. Uh-oh. That's not good. We were pretty close to take profit 1 before. Now gold's going up. That's too bad. So it's not looking too good. But what I usually do is if I need to take a bad trade, if I need to get that like gambling out of my system, I'll take it on the Mexi one because they'll give you 200 leverage. They're just throwing away their money right now. So if you're a guy who takes bad trades and likes to take those risky trades, open yourself a Mexi account, put 100 USD in there, and just go crazy. Just take bad trades with them. I do it all the time. I'm only showing you guys my good trades because all the degenerate bad gambling trades I take, I'm hiding. All right, so unfortunately I have to get really close to this camera right now, or else if I go like this, I go incognito mode. But you get to see the beautiful background. Unfortunately, the whole video is pretty choppy because nobody likes running. Oh my god, I hate running. Fuck. I have buddies that go for runs. Like, you want to come for a run for us? Oh, no. I can't even I couldn't even speak to myself if I wanted to go run. Why would I want to go do I vape full time. I don't want to fucking go for a run. You know how difficult that is for me? Probably should start running. But this is a good week. Yeah, the goal for next week is we're trying to dial in here. So we're going to get the fitness going a little bit. We're going to try and get some running in. No, we're not. But we're going to try and hit the gym a little bit, try and do some sports, get out of the house more instead of just sitting on our phone. I'm happy I ended up with all the accounts in profit. That would have sucked to be in drawdown after week 1. Strategies are banging. And the thing is, too, I took all the trades that I took, like right here, I took them all on my live account as well. So I actually did make money aside from this trading. But the thing I did notice was I didn't really do a whole lot else other than trade, which kind of sucked because I came to the realization that even if I was making like $1 billion from trading, I wouldn't really be doing anything else. I was just sitting on Instagram. It's like that Kanye thing where he's like, Instagram got your bitch, Instagram got me. Does that make me a bitch? But I want to get out of the house more. I want to start doing more things, kind of enjoying life a little bit. So, because I'm actually pretty happy with the amount of money I made just on my live account, but I didn't really do anything. So I want to work really hard, put a lot of energy, because I'm putting a lot of energy into trading, and the results are speaking for themselves. Like again, I'm extremely, very, very thankful to God to be where I am right now, having the opportunity that I am, seeing the results I am. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm very happy with where I'm going, and I'm content with where I am right now. So there's a sense of reassurance when you have faith in God that it's going to happen, is because you have an idea. That's a blessing. That is your blessing. That's what you've asked for. That's what you've prayed for. You get your blessing. You just have to go to work right now, right? So all praise be to God, who has not rejected my prayer or withheld his love from me. Very, very happy with where I am. Golf. I'm gonna get nasty at golf. That's kind of one of the things I want to start dedicating some time to, is just getting disgusting at golf. No more gambling. We're done gambling. We did drink this week. In summary, ended this week in profit on all the accounts, all three accounts, every strategy printed this week. We got a good amount of trades. The win rate was extremely high, except for the gold and silver Asian session. Wasn't the greatest win rate on that one, but we still hit a massive trade that we fucked up because of our risk management. But we still hit a massive trade, so we're still up on it. We're gonna dial in. I'm gonna try. I really want to like focus up and pass the account next week. Just phase one. I'm pretty grateful right now, but you want a little cheat code if you want to be grateful. Whip up some fucking slowed down reverb Lana Del Rey. Just so that shit's fucking fire. Also, we're gonna give flowers to a friend of mine. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna give our flowers to Ife. Bro's a dedicated, disciplined trader who's actually profitable. 3 months of profitability. He doesn't risk as much as he should, so he doesn't. He's not. He's not killing it like your boy, because your boy is a little bit of a fucking gambler at heart. So I risk a lot, and it's definitely bitten me in the bottom. But fuck, man, 3 months of profitability is unbelievably difficult to do as a trader. So I just want to give him his flowers for that. Shout out you, Ife. You're fucking killing it right now. You're actually profitable. I just got to convince him to start giving me callouts, start larping his trades. But